Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dark Heresy. Last time, the warband, well, in order to overcome a demon that was just fucking with their dreams, changing the timeline and trapping anyone who was not protected by Psychana or a null field in a temporal loops, collapsing multiple timelines in on themselves, and even to the point of duplicating some of you. The warband leapt with both feet into hyper-radicalism. It was arguably the best decision. It's the only one that some of their experts could. It was the only option that some of their experts could think of, as the demon was a bit too strong for them to fight conventionally, and well, a bit too good at digesting them to have the time for longer term solutions uh, like getting everyone to truly believe in the Emperor hard enough. So they used Narcia as a willing, more or less, sacrifice to ensnare it. It is now being bat on the thrice-fold within her body. Unfortunately, it had some views about her body, but
Did some remodeling.
you know, feathered wings, monstrous sharp-boned claws, and the Blep Gang, as her hair has become. Just net improvements, right? In yes, it really,
She's just the
really
Machtu
did.
now.
Just yeah. Uh, no, she isn't hyperpreg enough.
Not yet. Endeavor, get on it.
uh, last I checked, Endeavor doesn't have that equipment.
Look, our seahorses, alright? The men probably carry the babies anyways, so just make it work, Endeavor. I believe in you.
Well, she's more than happy to try. Biomechanical horror of a girlfriend that is not quite completely off-putting.
Endeavor has acquired the certified monster fucker card.
I mean, she had that before. It's just now Narcy looks the part.
No, Narcy's a sweetheart. What do you mean?
Look, I'm not saying that there was one less orphanage on Portmore after she was done with it, because the records indicate that an orphanage never actually existed.
I still can't believe she did that. Jesus Christ.
Man, that's just like orphans. They also get accounted as never existing.
Yeah, that's what happened. Juno makes sad orphan noises.
Okay, you're an orphan from a prestigious family. Therefore, if you weren't already in sorority training, you'd have gone to a hyper boarding school and probably gotten your head busted open with a power hammer.
And if not, probably gotten put in the sororitas anyway. Yay.
Yeah.
All the roads lead back to Or.
All the roads lead back to Augie's deck in the end.
Yes. Well, while that Dune was taken care of,
That's the first of many.
yeah. Yeah. It was just the early bird. Now, well, you've known it was coming for a little while. Been able to make preparation as you were, thank fuck, not mid-warp jump when it happens.
That would probably have been an unpleasant time.
I mean, given where you are, strictly speaking, it should be instantaneous death.
There are worse outcomes, to be fair.
Not than this sort of death.
I mean, if it's instantaneous.
Yes. Instantaneous, stretched out over eternity.
So spaghettification. Neat.
More or less. Spaghettification of your immortal soul. At least until it finally dissolves into nothingness. Which is what would happen for most of you.
Oh, yeah, but Narcia has a clone. I don't know how demonic possession happens to clones.
Narcia has a lot of clones, so
Yeah,
worst
so
comes
did
to
all of them
worst. We just get
transform?
one of those, rip her membrance implants out, slap those in the one. Job's a good one.
Yeah, perfect.
Basically
Worked out
continuity of
perfectly.
consciousness. It's fine.
I'm not sure her memorance implants can be taken out anymore.
I mean, if I don't care about killing the host, eh?
I mean, you're gonna struggle telling where they end and brain begins nowadays.
I've got a Magos. It's fine. I'll sort out.
Was good, but she isn't good enough to, undo bits of brain being turned to metal, bits of metal being turned to flesh, all souped up in a demonic blender and just molded into brain shape.
Alright, that's a little less ideal. But what if we took the whole brain out and put it in a clone?
I'm not I'm not sure what that would accomplish.
Continuity of memory and consciousness?
Yeah, but now you've just got, demon host Nos. I guess you'd have a normal looking body then.
Yeah.
Why? Why have brain when you can have the strength and surety of steel? Replace mind with sword. This is the optimal strategy.
And we've basically done that. Unfortunately, it came with a Medusa. I say unfortunately, that's pretty hot, but in character, ah.
Don't worry.
See the Medusa?
I'm sure Juno will fall victim to the cuteness of biomechanical blep.
Meh.
Oh no, that is true. We need to stop it. We need to stop that from happening.
Well, right now she's chained up in the basement where she belongs. And we'll deal with that later. You have bigger fish to fry for now.
Shadra is going to stay down there with her. Now that the demon is bound, she's going to try to examine it, learn what she can of it.
Okay.
If possible, try to compel it to reveal its true name. Because more knowledge she gets of it, the easier it might be to remove it without completely annihilating Narcia.
Fair enough.
So, to guess to me, I'm going to need to change this background.
Look, no, it's fine. The maledictum is behind the POV. We're getting as far away from it as possible.
Sure, that works as a justification enough, though.
And as cool as it would be to have fucking Abaddon's prolapsed butthole on the screen. Sounds like a lot of effort.
I'll see if I can find one, but isn't too important. So, with Narcia contained, I believe you were headed to the bridge.
Yes. Back to the bridge, get everyone ready for what's to come.
I am to come.
Yes, you need to come with me. Preferably all of you except Ashadra. And Endeavor, I guess. If anyone has any last prayers or acts they feel compelled to get out with, this would be the time. Unlikely to spend the rest of the day fighting.
Exactly what I've been praying for.
It is a wise prayer, but we have foes coming is undeniable. Better it be ones that you may meet with blades.
You know what, Jor? That makes sense. I'd much rather have to wade through a horde of demons than deal with the sperm whale of the void again. Let's go. Call Augustus on the way, make sure he's okay, and tell him to get his butt up to the bridge. Bring him a lizard.
I think that's where you left him, wasn't it?
I don't think he ever got out of my bedroom because he got time warped.
True. That's where you were. That's where he was supposed to be.
Yes, that is where I asked him to go, and he never was able to show up. Which turned out to probably be for the best. Tasha, what is on your face? But yes, get husbando. Prepare for enemies.
Yeah.
In fact, I found out recently that there's a prepare to repel borders action. So I guess I'm going to go do that once I get on the bridge. Because I've been informed that this is going to be resolved as a boarding action. And it basically is, except with no other ship.
Just the unending horrors of the war.
Same difference. Alright. Command. Let's see, I calculated all this ahead of time, so that's 20,
Excellent.
35, 45. And then I can get assists, presumably, so 60. Well, I'm glad I got that out of the way to begin with. Okay, well. That's 3. So it's a plus 15 to my first test in a upcoming boarding action. That's nice.
Is it just your first? I thought it was all of them.
The wording is a little unclear, I suppose. It says, let's see, plus 5 to post command test he performs as part of the first boarding action that is made against his vessel. I guess.
Yeah, so it's the first time you get boarded, and you maintain the bonus for the duration of the boarding action.
Well, that's nice.
Just,
If another
you then
ship
have
comes
to
up.
do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
If you
convenient.
win, you have to do it again to get the bonus for the next attack.
Excellent.
Just give me one moment as I need to quickly review some things. So it shouldn't take long. I just need to make sure I've got all of the correct modifiers, and I've actually got them, correctly.
Good. That is a good thing to have prepared.
Yes. I am glad I checked, as I had one worked in, but, well, theoretically might come into play, but only if you attempt only if you do something insane like, counterboard the warp itself.
I don't know how that is an option, but that sounds baller as fuck. Go kick in Korn's door. What up, loser?
I'm not sure either how it would happen, but
What?
just in case.
Merz, what happens if I deplete the crew population of the warp?
Then you have killed all of the demons that were able to manifest on your ship.
I didn't say on my
That's
ship.
essentially
I
your
said the
goal
warp.
here. It is literally infinite.
Come on, let me reenact kill 70 billion demons.
No.
Yeah, if anything, that's my job.
You're part of this. Don't worry. You're gonna, even if you're necessarily rolling attack rolls, you're gonna be reaping a bloody toll of horrors.
Rage and have 8 attacks.
That's a lot of fucking attacks.
It's even double more when you consider my offhand.
Why does this fucking default token still have you up half hull?
Probably because it's not set to our sheet. Because all of those numbers are wrong.
Because any hole these girls are in is probably getting pounded. Oh.
Oh. All right. Let's see. 55 and 104 out of 105 and 95. There we go. That's accurate. We did take a bit of a booping.
Pooping is the scientific definition of it.
Yeah, we gently rubbed snoots with an enemy ship, or sorry, a definitely allied ship.
Remind me real quick. Was blue morale?
Yes, blue is morale, green is hull, red is crew pop. Actually, speaking of which,
Okay.
since Eloa's not otherwise engaged, should probably have her do some emergency repairs.
Good call.
Let's see. Ship's crew knows. That does not actually restore hull points. Unfortunate. Okay, yeah, it takes like a whole ass day to get any hull points back. Unfortunate.
I mean, yeah.
It makes sense, but unfortunate.
Indeed.
No, Tasha, you smell. Leave me alone.
I'm glad I'm glad we stream this, so we get these things in the chat. It's because I would never have come up with that horrifying idea by myself.
Yep, it's accurate. All right, Jeff, I'm sorry, but you're gonna need to get NTR porn for a while, cause the Frenchman needs to claim that French pussy.
Damn, that is accurate, actually.
Yeah. Also, 50% of
Unfortunately.
the player characters are currently French. This is disgusting. How did we let it get like this?
Unfortunately, it wouldn't actually work, as the blank gene is magical super recessive.
That does explain why the Imperium has not... Wait, no, hold on a second. Fucking Sisters of Silence have kids and they're blanks. That's a whole thing. That's how their stupid order survived.
Yeah, on their hidden backwater planet with breeding programs.
Well,
So clearly, I just have to keep trying until we make more.
yeah, we just get a genetic engineer involved. Yelab's right there.
That would probably be a project he'd be really into.
I'm sure it would be.
I'm sure there is no amount of people in the Imperium who would be into breeding projects.
Yeah.
And here comes Felix with the breeding camps.
Is to point out that they are both horny and fascist.
That is the Imperium.
Actually, I say horny, but
Listen, nobody but the Emperor had power to make the Sisters of Silence dress up in his fetish wear, okay? Nobody made the sororitas wear fucking titty armor, alright? This is a choice everyone made consciously.
I'm sure the Emperor did that just so he could identify girls from far range faster so he could avoid them.
Yeah, you know what? That
makes sense.
I'm reminded of that comic of a custodian asking a Sister of Silence during the Crusade, "What do you see when you look at the Emperor?" It's just like a fucking manlet in his night robe. Like, yeah, it's alright.
I mean, we actually get that happening in one of the books.
Excellent.
I mean, yeah, he's just a grumpy old man to her.
Just a dude.
But it's, also made very ambiguous as to whether she's actually seeing him or if that's just what she expects to see and his perception filter is strong enough to apply anyway.
Yeah,
I like the canon that is
Anyway,
just some fucking Eurasian manlet in a bathrobe. But yes, carrying on.
So you do not have to wait long. Your preparations are only just completing. And those of you with eyes to see out of. Actually, no. You sealed the viewports, didn't you?
Yes, we're not retarded.
Wow. Though none aboard the Vigil see it, it is happening out there, one by one, stars winking out. Slow at first, then Goes faster, faster, till the whole void is nothing but black. And in the moments after it finally goes dark, a wave of ethereal purple fire crests the galaxy. It is everywhere and nowhere at once. Sky is split. And torrents of arcane energies spew forth. Warp lightning, storms, gulfs ripping in reality all across the Imperium. Single moment lasts forever. Greatest warp storm seen for more than 10,000 years. Is the return of the old night. Separation of man from gods. Navigators across all the fleet, if they were still awake, if they were still looking, would be able to see the light, see the last vestiges of the Astronomican's light vanish forever. Anyone with even the tiniest part of psychic ability is forced to their knees. Blood pooling in the corners of their eyes. Shakes and shivers running through even those of you that are dull to a warp. And then the screaming starts. The vigil comes in the lower holds first. Young girl. He claws at her face. The other psychers around her, too caught up in their own torment to stop her. Till she's worn her head down to the skull. And it splits. It is not blood and gore that comes forth. No. No. It's a sinuous, red thing. Unfolding itself from the ruin of her body. A blazing sword drawn out behind it, and tongue tasting the air, ripe for slaughter. So, we now need to determine the strength of the demonic incursion. You've done a lot of preparations. A lot of good. Let's start, please, with 2d10 minus 6.
Duckle, you roll.
Oh boy.
Do we want high or low?
Low.
You wanted low.
God damn it.
That is for base strength. Now, apply modifier from those consumed by fear. So, this will be resolved as a crew rating roll.
Oh,
You
boy.
are. There is a -20 negative from the magnitude of the fear effect, but anything you have on the ship that helps against fear can apply, and feel free to give me any arguments you want for bonuses from stuff you've done.
All right. So, first and foremost, the ship itself has that the melodian, which is specifically meant to, like, it fills the ship with music that calms everyone down, and it normally just gives a bonus to social tests, but you know, think that's a reasonable value add for keeping calm under duress.
I think that's pretty reasonable. How much of a bonus does it normally give?
Plus 10.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Also, I will let you know the fear test. Yeah, it's going to be rolled 3 times, and I'll be adding up the degrees of failure.
You mean my degrees of success?
Those will not matter.
Oh,
It's-
all right.
For this, success is a success.
Fair. Let's see. We also have the sororitas aboard, who not only have their holy presence, but are full of. Well, Juno's been having them, lead a sermon to calm people down, fill the ship with their righteous song as well.
Oh. Let's see. I don't think they have anything that innately inspires people against fear.
If the sister has a
They're resistant.
Rosarius, that does give a bonus.
Uh, yeah, that,
A plus 10 area of effect versus fear.
yes, can apply that.
And last, and hopefully not least, we have the giant cathedral on the ship, which has been working overtime to, well, prepare for this exact moment.
Yeah. I don't think that normally has.
Normally,
I
that
think
just
that's
increases the ship's base morale.
yeah. So let's see. Increases it by 2. And you have had them working overtime and can roll the sororitas, leading what's it called?
Hems.
Prayers, yes, and hymns. To that, so yeah, let's have that as a plus 20.
Sweet. And
So that sounds like
now, in fairness, well, technically this does not apply to crew rating rolls. The Vigil does have some blasphemous tendencies, which gives a -5 to willpower tests. So I
thank
feel
you.
like that should probably apply a little bit here.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. That's so that sounds like a net plus 15.
Okay. I just added everything up, so let's make based.
Why have you got a plus 25?
That's what all those numbers added up to.
No? They add up to a 15.
There's a minus 20. I mean, I did them individually, but okay. Well, it's a success regardless.
I mean, I feel like this matters because you've got
Okay,
to do that
hold on.
twice more.
Yeah, I know. Let me... Okay, so it was minus 20 plus 10 for the Melodium plus 10 for the Sororitas. Oh, right, no, that extra plus 10 is from Juno. She adds plus 10 to the crew rating. Just baseline.
Okay.
She has a talent. Does the thing.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Herp derp. Yeah, her. She has the Mandragora version of Air of Authority.
Neat.
It is. It's a good talent. Which has thus far not been particularly useful since I think this is the first time we've really rolled crew rating in a good long while. But I'm sure it'll come in clutch now. So I want that twice more?
Yes, please.
Alright. Boop. It did matter. And boop. This ship has its shit together, Merzendi.
Mm. Yeah. Though some inevitably do succumb to their fear of the dark and the night. They are few and far between, and for the most part are either calmed down or restrained before they are able to cause any harm. The handful that do are so inconsequential that they are not going to make the slightest difference. Good job. Now, it's the Ceiko time.
Oh dear.
Now, this is also going to be resolved using your crew rating.
Oh boy.
And as again, there is a minus 20 penalty.
Or
You can't, and you can apply anything that is ship-wide or area affecting against psychic shit.
that I don't think we got none. We have the Frenchman, who does have an air of effect against psychers. We can parade him through the ship, but otherwise I don't think we really have anything against this.
So I guess that's the question: are you sending him down into the hole where all of the psychers are, or are you keeping him up on the bridge with you as bodyguard?
Time seems to have sorted its shit out, so yeah, I'll send him down for now. It does not seem like I need to just hold his hand for her to not teleport backwards in time.
So,
Well, I did.
What bonus does a Frenchman provide?
None. Only negatives.
I mean, I'd believe that, but would be ideal not to be the case.
You here?
I see his green circle lighting up, but no sound. Hmm. Use your words, Frenchman.
I certainly missed that guy.
It's a shame. I like Bob. I heard something, but it was so incredibly quiet as to be incomprehensible.
Well, this is unfortunate.
Luckily, you have access to his character sheet.
Yeah, I can't tell how many times he's bought the thing.
I think he said
Oh, no.
3 or 4.
He's got Warp Anathema times 3 listed.
Hey, there he is.
Sorry, I walked away to check on my clothes. What's going on?
We need you.
Okay.
How many times have you bought
Yeah.
your anti-psyker kit?
Yeah, specifically Psychic Null. How many times have you bought that?
Psychic null. Let me see. Got null and then warp anathema 3 times.
I mean, Warp Anathema doesn't matter here. It's just Null that gives like the resistance bonus.
Oh, you can buy that multiple times?
Well, that answers that question.
Yeah, it says this talent stacks with resistance psi powers and can be purchased multiple times. Each time it
Oh, just the once, sadly.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, he actually provides a plus 20, even with it just for once.
Well, that's nice. Let's see. I guess on top of that, we do have the Geller field like on full strength. Would that perhaps assist in, keeping Mr. Demon at bay?
That is why the initial modifier is only a minus 20 when you have this many psychers on board.
That's fair. I did ask my priest to ward the ship. I don't know if that will apply. But if it does, they did.
An extra plus 5.
Okay. I'll take it. All right. So this is a net plus 5. Excellent.
However, Blasphemous Tendencies applies.
Okay, it's a net 0.
So,
Excellent.
yeah.
Raw dog.
So, we're going to be doing this 3 times as well.
Okay.
However, rather than adding up the degrees of failure, I'll just be using whichever one has the worst degrees of failure.
Oh, good. Since I do have that air of authority, do I get to add that since this is a crew rating test?
Sure.
Excellent. I'll take it. All right, here we go. It mattered. Unfortunate. Oh no, it's Slanesh. Boop. Okay, I'll take that. Could be a whole fucking lot worse. Is that
Now we wait
so
as for it
two
gets to
off.
a lot worse.
Yep. So, final incursion strength is a lucky number 13.
It could be a lot worse.
One of them's lucky. Isn't that like one of the Chaos God's actual number?
I don't think so. I think they're all like single digits. Wouldn't surprise me if that was Sinch's, but
The big 4 have 6, 7, 8, and 9.
that's what I thought.
Okay.
Clearly 13 is Knuckles.
I think it Wouldn't surprise me if it had been Malice's or Malal's back in the day.
I think it might. I think
That
might
that
have
would
been
make
it.
sense. Yeah, I forget he's exists. Technically
Existed.
existed. Yeah. Anyway,
Um,
it's a big 13.
yes. So, now, multiply that by 5, and we get a 65. And that is, what it's using as its, essentially as its health bar.
Nice. Well,
So, the dark legions of chaos are upon you.
Ah, it is time for me to be upon them.
it's time to unleash aim. All right, so boarding action time.
Yep, just one moment.
Yep, me.
I'm pouring a drink.
Fair enough. Let's see. So if I have 2 people assisting me, boy howdy, my modifier is Titanic.
It's good. It's good.
It is. Do I have any negatives on this, or any of their bonus I could convert into a negative on myself?
No,
Okay, then it's just a 60. Fair enough.
Yep.
All right.
that is nice. So, I will warn you, these guys have some unnaturals.
Gee, I'm so surprised. That's fine, though. Let's see. So you said they had a 65 effective hull rating?
Yes.
Let's see. Hull integrity. Okay, so they get a plus 10 because we took a little bit of a boop. But I think that's it.
Yep.
All right. Dice roll time.
So, yeah. So, at the start of the round, the target vessel immediately loses 1d5 crew and morale due to the corruptive effects of warp.
Unfortunate.
No matter how well warded you are, the magnitude of this demonic incursion, many of your troops are just succumbing to mutation.
Would have been worse. Is this something I could theoretically mitigate with Mediguerre?
No.
All right. Well, this is unfortunate state of events. All right. That's it. Then I'll just have to win very quickly.
Yeah. So now I need to roll 1d4. Oh, we are starting with Slanesh taking the lead.
I did see that 69 there, so that makes sense.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Snippy! We're being boarded by demons.
Join us in murder.
Holy shit, again?
Man, what the fuck?
What?
Shit. Sorry, I accidentally had that set to willpower instead of fellowship, so it is only 11 degrees of success.
Thinking about if I want to reroll that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I guess. Let's reroll it. That's a pretty bad one. Oh. Hey, there you go. Get fucked, demons.
Nice. So, you inflict 3d5 damage to him.
I inflict more than that, because let me tell you about these stormtroopers. When defending an aborting action, we did an extra 1d5. That is 45. Let's see. We do also have a sororitas, which in the past, contingent onward, which in the past you have said counted as the Space Marines, but I also don't remember what Space Marines do.
They are just like stormtroopers, but better. So,
Is that an extra
yeah,
d5?
Sure.
Okay. 17. Pretty decent.
Yeah.
That'll chunk them. So now I believe that means I have the plus 10 instead of them. Yoink.
Actually, let me give them. I forgot to apply that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So now nobody has it.
Fair enough. All right. We hit the buttons again.
Well, first off,
That's right.
you. Yeah.
People die. And they are killed or turn into horrible monsters. All right. This is still pretty ideal. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but for the first time in the campaign, we have gone to double digits on morale.
What? How dare? You mean we're not literally singing praises of Emperor hymns into battle as we were dying?
Don't worry, I'll fix that later.
Okay, I guess I'm not rolling this d4 anymore. We're just going in order. As it now, it is the forces of Nurgle.
Oh boy. All right. Take that all day. God, stop, Merz!
Okay, so 11 is correct for you. That's 12. That is 14 degrees of success.
What the fuck? Why?
Unnaturals.
Why the fuck does Nurgle have unnatural fellowship?
It's not using fellowship. Each demon is that's taking charge is using a different attribute for its command. Nurgle is using willpower because
You know, okay. Fair enough.
it was for. It's like Slash and Khorne were very easy to do, and then there's Nurgle and Tzeentch, and that's like int and willpower, and it was just
Makes sense.
Nurgle sort of got willpower by default.
Well, I've already rolled in the lower percentiles on that, so I don't think I think I'm just gonna have to take a hit here.
Yeah. It's only 3d4, so d5 even.
Okay. Now this I can resist with Mediguerre, right? This is just
Yes.
ordinary action damage. Okay. So let me pull open Casa since Juno's going to be on the bridge.
Triage. It's a -10 Medicaid test.
All right.
And it's
Casa has, let's see. She has a good quality med kit, so that's a +20, and Let's see. Are there any hospitalers with the Sororitas that could assist?
None named. No.
All right. Boop.
So you reduce your population damage by 6. You will still take 8 morale damage.
That's fine. I think there's another one that let's see. Stores current morale by 1d5 per DOS. Oh, here we go. Success decrease the morale damage taken by the crew until the start of their next strategic. Fucking whatever. I guess I'll just do that now in every turn, just in case.
Sure. Who are you assigning to that?
I guess Augie. Since he's the only other face character.
Alright.
Alright, Augie, don't fuck it up. Let's see. Charm with, let's see. Why do you not have Pier House Lupus? Alright, well, there's a
He should.
15, okay, 25. Boop. Alright.
So, 4 degrees of success. That's
-1 and then.
yeah, that's going to be a shield of 2.
Okay. So take 6, I guess. Alright, yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Now, unfortunately, your crew are not the fearless tides or for the warp. You do have to make the morale test.
Yes. Let's see. My morale is currently 93. I think I will take this opportunity to use the disinformation action, which just restores a bunch of morale. Baseline.
Be aware that is only once per encounter.
I am aware. However, I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. I'll hold off for now. What are the odds that I fuck this up entirely? See, it's fine.
Yeah, that would have been an unfortunate ending.
Yeah.
So, now we move on to Korn. And I apologize in advance. I am sorry. I really am.
Why?
This is just what for 14 unnatural strength.
What the fuck, Merz? Get at stop.
This is just what a bloodthirster does.
You can't use strength for command out of here. That's
The
unfair.
orcs would like to differ.
That's
The orcs would like.
that's
This is-
unfair. But okay. I hate
Your,
naturals. Can I convert some of my overflow bonus to get rid of these fucks unnatural? I have like 60 overflow here.
You can turn it into your own unnaturals.
Well. Okay.
I
I'll take
I guess.
unnatural fellowship 3. Fuck yeah. Give me that. Alright. Point. Command. Plus 60. There you go. Now I get the 14 DOS, and I need you to just fail. Which is probably impossible.
14? Remember it's half the unnatural as bonus degrees, so 3 gives you 2 extra degrees.
So, but just roll like a 99 for me, would you? Hey, that's pretty close.
Yeah, so that turns to 11 degrees of success. So, yeah, you get to do 45 thanks to your sorority stuff. Oh, also, we forgot the D5 of your crew turning into chaos spawn.
Ah, yes. Okay, let me roll the 45 first. Or it was sure. Okay. Bop, and then not ideal.
Now, get an extra plus 10 because of your difference in numbers.
Yay.
Starting with the next one, yeah, like next round. So, yeah,
That bumps me up to 4 unnatural.
yep. So again, your spawnification dice, please.
Okay. 2 and 2, not bad. Getting fairly lucky on these. It's an unfortunate amount of my crew being slaughtered, but you know.
Yeah.
It's okay. Look, I kept these guys alive this entire time. I've taken 3 crew damage across 50 sessions of owning this ship. This is fine. I've been saving up these people just for this. All right.
Now we go over to Zinch.
Fucking Juno, please. Juno, please. Why is Sneech so bad at this? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna reroll that. Oh, fucking piece of shit. All right. Damn.
Yeah, I'm. I guess if you're gonna come back at me with a fucking 4, then.
So that's
You
5v5 this
you
time?
have 17.
So
Yeah, you have 17.
1, 2,
It has 16. So 3d5.
Okay. Slap.
Wow.
Juno's have enough of Sinch's bullet for one day.
Yeah.
Alright. Time to turn more of my crew into horrible demons. Okay. Continuing the it could be worse terrain. I'm down 20 at this point. I think I'll go ahead and use disinformation now to boost my morale.
Oh.
So that is a -10 social test. That's still just going to be a 60, let's be honest.
Are you doing this?
Because
if you're doing this, then you can't lead reporting action.
Who? Alright, hold on. Alright, Augustus. Oh, God.
What needs to be done?
Boosting the crew's morale, which, unfortunately, nobody else is really spec'd for.
I boost it through unnatural acts of murder.
Unfortunately not. However, I would think, for disinformation, surely that's Narcia, right?
That is
Yes,
also
Narcia,
accurate.
the demon host.
Oh.
That is also accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I forgot for a second then.
I mean, understandable. I wish I could forget too. Alright. Are there going to be more waves after this one?
Oh.
Alright, let's just have a gust.
You
Sorry?
be this and then there's going to be this and then a small actual fight.
A small actual fight, okay. Yeah, alright, I'll just have Augie do it then. Alright, and this is...
Really, it should be Jean.
No.
What?
Bob, I love you, but your character will make my crew kill themselves. Alright, so it's a -10 for a social skill of my choice. We'll go with Charm. And then, let's see... Yes, +5 from that. +10, and then +10. Bop, bop, bop. Augie! I'm re-rolling.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. There we go.
Why's your target number gone up by 10?
It's the same? Question mark? Oh, I forgot to
No?
take in the minus. I forgot that. Okay, so 6 DOS. Which is still, I think, just for every degree of success. Nice.
Cool.
Hey, that's exactly what we needed.
Handy.
Back to full. All right. So, let's see. We already did the people's heads exploding for this round, so I guess we're on to the actual command test now.
Yep.
All right. Oof. Big fucking oof.
Yeah.
I'm terrified to re-roll that too, because it's like really not likely to get much better.
And if you don't, that's going to be 5d5 damage.
Yeah, I'm aware. But also, what if I roll worse?
True.
Like, again, when you roll in the 50s area, it's really hard to decide if you want to re-roll or not, you know? And when you're
I agree
searching
with
for
that.
DOS. Let's see.
How much fate you got? It's only 8.
I have 3 fate left on Juno. So, yeah, I mean, Corn's the most dangerous of these sons of bitches, so I think I'm just gonna suck it up, especially when I roll a 12. Alright, fucking hit me.
Okay.
Okay, that could have been a lot worse, and then we can have Casa Mediguerre to reduce that, which is, again, 20, it's 10, I think that's about it. Casa, reroll. There we go. Good girl. All right. Let's see. The Mediguerre is every 2 DOS, I think, right? Triage. Previous turn. No, it's one.
One per.
Oh, nice. Okay, so we'll take 3 points of crew pop. And then 3 points of morale. Or no, it's the whole 12 morale. Ow.
Yep. As unfortunately Augie was doing disinformation, so couldn't be a morale shield.
Does anyone else have social skills of any kind trained? Like literally at all?
Mm-hmm.
No, not you, but does Rose?
I am a skilled linguist. Unfortunately, my only language is violence.
I see. Wait. Renault has command.
True, I guess.
I mean, it can't hurt.
Also true, I guess.
Look, I'm fucking scraping the barrel here. Leave me alone. Hit his button.
Some bolster song.
It's just a +0
resources
any
+0.
interaction skill.
Let me just see if he has any
There's a
there's anything he can do that would help him.
There's a +10 from the Melodium, and then let's see. From the bridge. No, that only applies to the captain. So maybe he's a +10. It's nice. See?
Yeah. So I think that's a reduction of 3.
Hey, I'll take it. Alright. Now we roll one D100 and hope the campaign doesn't just end on a 4% chance. Lamau! Alright, now we need to go find out if that's a roll under or if it's equals pass.
That is impressive, Savin. Holy shit.
Lower than their morale, the crew continues to fight.
I mean, it ain't lower than their morale.
It says equal or lower.
Okay. Alright, we're good. Oh, sweet Jesus. Look, you should have seen... Wait, you were there, Snippy. You saw Hype roll like 4 96s in a row.
I was coughing my lungs out. I don't think I noticed it much.
Well, 96 was a real popular number the day before yesterday. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that happened. Back to the brain pop roll. Alright. A quarter of the crew has died at this point. It's just for interesting numbers here. Times 0.75. Sorry, 0.25 rather. 15,000 people have been killed on the ship. Not including the Psychers.
The demons are cutting a swathe through your crew.
They certainly are. Alright. Fucking cornflakes again. That's the worst it could possibly be, but okay.
I know. It's...
I thought we were going in order. Okay.
We did the
You know
first
what?
time
That's
around,
fine.
and I switched to rolling it again because we'd seen everyone.
Dab.
Yep.
16
so
dots.
you
Against 2.
Yep, against 10.
So that's 6, 7, 85. Nice.
Yeah,
Alright.
you might actually finish
That
it.
was fucking huge. I think we did.
Exactly.
Thank you, Based Corn, for being bad at dice.
Look, he's an old man. He tries his best.
Like, I appreciate that his best wasn't very good. That was actually nowhere near his best. He rolled like a 5 that one time.
It's a 12 for corn.
Whatever.
But yeah.
Oh god, everything hurts.
It's okay. We made it.
Yay!
Yay.
So, though the cost is high, bodies beyond counting. Far and far away, the majority of the demons are banished. handful scatter away from the fighting, striking from fading into the corridors of the ship to strike from ambush, but each time they do, they are eventually brought down. And the vigil is made secure. Fighting is still ongoing on the other ships. These 3 blood-soaked hours. But Imperium is holding for the most part. Just going to make a couple of quick rolls for the other ships.
You should token yourself as whichever captain's rolling.
I will, yeah, so just grabbing sheets.
Now going to consume my husband's fate points. Gibbs.
So. Well, this isn't Augie himself, as
It's Jeff.
he is, Oh, yeah, yeah.
But Jeff and Graves over there, which presumably is higher than Augie's
Thank
crew
you
rating.
for the reminder. It should be, I mean, it's crew rating of 50.
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, I bet Jeff has like 20,000 unspent XP. He could max command if he wants to.
He does, yeah. Well, close to 10,000, but yeah, I'll just quickly bump him up some fellowship and command, and then I'll
Since he
remember
got
to
promoted.
try to remember to actually spend it.
Yeah. He got promoted to colonel. He should definitely be doing that.
Our boy earned his wings.
Did.
Fucking nice.
And this was months ago. But yes.
I'm so proud of him.
I don't think he would, given other things he would want to buy, probably wouldn't actually get it maxed, so I think this seems like a reasonably accurate number. Whether all the intention modifiers do you have? Oh, you don't. Ship doesn't apply any modifiers to this. That's unfortunate.
Augie ship? It does have a shipmaster's bridge. It's a +10.
To ballistic skill tests.
What? Holy shit, that doesn't add to command? Goddamn. Unfortunate.
It's a bit weird, but yeah. Makes the ship better at being a ship rather than making you better at buffing it.
Alright, next time we go to port, I need to just switch the Vigil and the M of I bridges out.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got like 3 months of downtime.
Yeah, definitely. And look, we just killed all the demons in the entire warp.
They'll be back, you know.
No, they won't. We just
They'll be back.
have to fight Abaddon, and then we win forever. The whole long words. Wow, good job, Jeff.
I kind of feel bad.
For what?
Well, as the demon expert, I'd like to point out that it's physically impossible, Captain. They will be back.
No, they're gonna be fine. Who the fuck are you?
When I pressed J to try to get to Jacques, but so it took me to the first J name, but Jacques is, of course, Grandmaster Jacques.
But who was that? I didn't recognize that art.
You've met him. It's Reeves' femboy bodyguard.
Ah, that's right. I think we met him once.
Yeah, he briefly helped Amy with her sword training.
Makes sense. Alright, Jacko, good luck.
So Eternal Flame, yeah, it's +20.
I feel like the Flame Falcon should have some gigantic bonus to anti-demon shit because, you know, the Flame Falcons.
They're also fucking Space Marines.
Well, yeah, but
Very good at boarding.
they actually just do more boarding damage, but this is just a single roll. I don't think that really matters.
Okay. Oh. Starties are I did actually have the thing for what Space Marines do in boarding actions. Oh. Although, yeah, most of their bonuses only apply when they're attacking, unfortunately. So
Understandable. Yes, this.
when they're attacking, they get a free additional D5 degrees of success.
Nice. Unless they're Imperial Fists, then it's the other way around.
Probably, yeah. Right. But with all of the ship bonuses and peers and stuff, yeah, he is I'm not going to bother working this out. I'm just going to press the button.
Lamau. This is the one that probably matters most.
Um,
if it matters, I did have Ryu's entire goon squad stay with her.
Indeed. Yeah, she's also solidly got more than a more than plus 60.
Excellent. Solid.
So this one also matters a fair bit.
Yes.
Not as much, arguably, but
Not as much as the
yeah.
Lady Sector, but he does have all of our navigators on his ship. So in the interest of literally ever leaving,
Let's do this with intelligence.
what do you mean Mayor is not the most sociable guy around?
I mean, he's got pretty solid fellowship, but slight but better, and he has unnatural int.
Maybe I shouldn't have made the Psyker such a socially awkward character.
Nah, it's fine.
Hello?
Oh,
Hello, how you doing?
Merz is doing math.
Yeah, I'm okay. I unplugged my mic. Or like my headset. I was like, oh no, what messed up?
That's commerce, not command.
Alright.
Just barter with them.
Mayor's going to...
Oh, that's one of the things you can do. That's one of the things you cannot do. Never mind. Psyker has commerce.
She could bribe all of the crew.
Us you can try. Unsuccessfully. Admirable attempt, though, Rose. Good job. I'm proud of you.
Perhaps you would like to reroll.
Bribe all the crew.
I think so, yeah.
I was already planning on getting the crew upgrade. Nice. Enhancement while we were here, but now I have a real good fucking reason to. My god.
It's probably cheaper now that most of them are gone.
Oh no, that's fine. Look, there's a whole agri world down there, alright? The Tau don't want you to know this, but Guivesa are free. You can take them home with you. We have 45,000 of them here. We're going to get some more.
The Tau, you're taking farmers. No, we're taking our farmers.
Yes, comrade, our farmers.
Duh.
Just send some drones to do their jobs, you rich motherfuckers. Just automate the farming with your AI.
Don't say that word out loud.
Yeah, we did the much more humane thing. Instead of making robots to do our task, we just killed people and then suffered them, like put their brains into machines so they can suffer forever. And that's what we do to make our media work.
They only suffer if they're poorly made.
So the suffer.
Basically.
A poor quality servitor is very cheap. I think we have one more ship on the main fleet. Two, actually. We have the battleship.
Yeah, that was what that was for. I mean, Mayoral's smaller ship can just go inside of it and live there. Hello?
Yo, what's up?
Savin?
RTX voice just crashed in the middle of a conversation. Never seen him do that before.
There's a first time for everything.
Apparently. But yeah, that makes sense.
And the other ship
Artemis's.
you were thinking of? Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean,
Say,
vaguely sort of important to know what happens to the most powerful psyker in the fucking galaxy here.
I, for one thing, we should delegate command over to Endeavor.
I mean, in most respects, I agree.
I heard she's pretty good at rolling command.
Endeavor's pretty great.
Fuck did I name Artemis's shade?
Major Artemis, maybe?
Oh. Yeah. I think this is the extent of her bonuses.
Respectable.
I do need to do just 2 more things.
Is that good for us?
Yes.
Mayward keep his general shit together?
Yeah.
Alright, how...
Both of those passing were good things.
I imagine. How are the cow doing? Wanna push a Porvray button? Or were their ships not full of, you know, humans? So they're flying.
That's actually a good question that I can't quite remember the answer to. Did you because you definitely got them helping with isolating the psychers, but did you use their ships
If
to stuff them on?
if we needed to, yes, I would have preference to not putting psychers on there, because Jesus Christ, the tower terrible at this. But we did have a lot of fucking psychers, so I don't know how the logistics of that worked out in specific. I don't think we allocated specific numbers to each ship. It's just sort of a blob.
Yeah, I think you did indeed need to
Unfortunate for them.
Yeah, and they were already pretty shook up by the doom whale.
They were. However, I did send some stormtroopers over there to help, and the poor Bray, who was not shaken up, and in fact was doing amazingly well for once in his life.
For Tau standards, yeah, that would be amazingly well.
That guy rolled like a fucking 5 on his willpower. He's schmoovin'. Unbothered.
Give him emotional support stormies.
Yes. Look, Juno has emotional support stormies. They're very important.
Ah, fuck. I want emotional support stormies.
You know what? You can have some emotional support stormies.
Thanks, bro.
The Departamento Munitorum doesn't want you to know this, but stormtroopers are also free. You can just take them home with you.
You also can't take them with her in her Vent adventures.
That's what you think. Stormtroopers are great for taking with you on your adventures.
I said my Vent adventures. Not sure.
The stormtroopers can love vents.
As fast as
They are pretty wiggly.
Let's see. Amelie is the wigglest.
Yeah. Yeah, but just because she is the most wiggly doesn't
Look
mean
how wiggly
that
these
they
bastards
are.
are. They exist in the vents.
Wiggly. All right, they can come with.
Excellent. Also, I'll be back in a second.
So I think the Porphyry and the Stormtroopers will negate the "oh god, the tower's so bad at this" negative. So the final modifier is a mighty +5. Well, that's not good.
That's not good.
Cow problems. Suppose I will wait for Savin to get back before doing the narration. Man, it's weird to look at the vigil and see a blue bar that isn't over 100.
Goddamn demons!
Yeah.
Give me back my plot harbor!
I mean, they never took it, really. Well, suppose while we wait and get you guys started on something else. So, uh, so now just wait.
I'm back. Did the
Hello.
Tau fail?
They failed.
Does the poor Ray not have a fate point?
No.
Unfortunate. Fair enough.
While he is a fun character, he is mostly just a comedy one. And his life has been a comedy of errors.
Yeah, that checks out.
Who? What?
Your best friend, the poor Ray. He failed
Oh.
his command test to keep the Tau together, so
He wasn't the one making that. He was just a modifier cancelling out some of the negatives. He's a diplomat. He doesn't fucking command.
neither does the Tau captain, apparently.
Yeah. So, across the Imperial portion of the fleet, it's a similar story to what happened on the Vigil. A great deal of blood is shed. Many lives are lost. Martyrs made. Each and every Imperial ship is able to repel the incursion. And though the cost is measured in, well, hundreds of thousands in the end, victory is achieved. The psychers that have not died in the incursion or the fighting or are lost to madness, saved, along with the planet beneath. But out of the Imperial portion of the fleet, things are a little more grim. The the repentant Vox ships are able to stave off the worst of it, but they take it harder than the Imperial ones. And the Tau, well, it's only thanks to thanks to the troops you sent over there that the ships are not lost entirely. No psychers survive there, nor do many of the air caste. And that those that do, well, your stormtroopers have to add a few more to the toll of the dead in self-defense. I've seen the demons tear themselves out from the psychers, even with the advice and warnings you gave them. Surviving tower shook to the bone and filled with a visceral distrust of humanity. Some to the point that, well, even the soldiers that had just saved them are monsters that they must kill.
I know how we feel about witches.
Yeah, welcome to the club, buddies. Come here. Do we get a single report in the end of the even a single Tau getting possessed by a demon? If it's ever going to happen, it'd be now.
Yeah, actually, that happened in a couple books. Usually, a demon of Zinch, no less.
Well, boy, howdy, do we got a surplus of them.
Yeah, like it. Apparently, it does happen.
Got a surplus of everything.
Yeah.
But no. Remarkably few possessions crossing to our fleet. It's more just psychers being turned into gateways, and then the demons manifest in, well, in their eldritch pseudo-flesh.
Fair enough.
Did not come here to play at humanity or try to gradually enslave and corrupt. They came purely for the slaughter.
Came for the fun?
The Core Knights had a pretty great time.
They always do.
It's pretty fucking easy when you don't care about who dies, just that someone does.
You get to die. You get to die. Everyone gets to die.
So, I suppose question now is, what now? The rift hangs heavy in the sky, and there's a pressure in the behind all of your eyes. Weight that shows no sign of lifting, but the demonic hosts are gone. Though the warp is agitated is an understatement. You have relative peace, at least as much as you are ever likely to get again. So, What are you going to do now?
First and foremost, Juno is going to touch base with the Divine Right and make sure that the Lady Sector is okay, and then make sure the captains of the other ships are alright. Once she's confirmed to be okay.
Yes. He is wounded but alive. And yes. Other ships are in similar states. Captain, as most captains, most of the captains took some degree of injury. Jacques is an exception. He's not hurt, but when you get him on the Vox, he sounds tired.
I bet. At least he's alive.
He and almost all of his brothers survived, but some few have gone to the Great Fire in the Sky, and others need to be interred in dreadnought sarcophagi.
At least he probably has access to those again now.
Yeah. It's very, very nice for him to have that option. Mayor is pretty badly hurt. Indeed, on the picked feed, he proudly shows off his for those of you probably for Casa and Augie's benefit, he proudly shows off his severed it's like severed arm. Not the one that has the horrible curse blade in it. That one is quite firmly attached, but the other appears to have been carved off at the shoulder. And just while having a perfectly serious conversation with Juno, just
Waggles.
waggling it and via remote uplink, making its fingers do little silly gestures at Casa and Augie.
Jesus Christ, Mayhor. You psychopath.
You can roll scrutiny on him if you want.
Sure. I guess Juno can't really, but Casa will.
Scrutiny.
Let's see. Do I have mastery scrutiny? It's only one extra cost. Can Juno try with a penalty since she can't see?
It'll be like minus 30, I think.
Okay.
Well, get the impression that despite his Despite the way he's being playful and yeah, and what he's saying, it's a bit forced. Sounds very it's you you get the sense that beneath it he is very highly strung right now. Even more than you'd expect.
Juno will kindly offer to come over and see to his wounds with her engineers, bring the Magos over, get him back to fighting shape, and she can look after his crew if he'd like.
I've I don't say no to you popping over, but I do have my own team for that, and they are more used to looking after me. This isn't the first time I've had a limb chopped off, after all.
Well, I'm sure, but while we have Magos here, it wouldn't hurt, don't you think?
True. Now, speaking of Magi, yeah, guest you left me with.
Ah, yes. How is he doing?
He's still alive. It some of the incursion there reached him. Was well, you would probably find it disconcerting. I find it quite hilarious. I've got a little pick. I've got picked feet set up outside his room, but not in.
Mm-hmm.
So, but him just demon tears a wall open, charges in. He just disintegrates it. Walks out, looks around, and just puts the wall back. He just goes back in and puts his wall back. And it happens like 3 times.
They just keep fucking with his wall.
Man just wanted to have his wall left alone. He should
Yes.
have put up a no
Those
solicitor sign.
rascals.
Yes. The slightly concerning part is, was an integrated disintegration beam that is more than capable of just disintegrating the wall.
He
And
did mention I was lucky he didn't disintegrate me at one point, yes.
it's, fun to know that it can be multi-purpose to serve as a welder, but also, yeah, I guess he could have just left at any point he chose to, huh?
I imagine so, yes. I don't think... I never at any point thought that walls were going to contain him.
And it would have been nice.
If he was an
They're
adept.
pretty high-end walls.
Well, he's a very high-end guest.
That is very true.
Right, well, we'll be over shortly then. See you soon.
Indeedly doodly.
Right. Well, after a moment, Juno will flip through her mental Rolodex, realize she's checked in with everybody except the poor see how that
Was
bastard's doing.
one other thing of interest among the captains, and that is Artemis.
Oh boy.
Inform you that she is doing well. She wasn't injured, though an awful lot of her crew were killed. When we were facing the demons, something strange happened at Inquisitor.
Go on.
My men, they were slain. Not all of them stayed dead.
Explain.
They rose with burning light in their eyes, radiant and ruby. That same light filling their wounds, replacing limbs that were gone. And they just kept on fighting. Fighting for me still.
What does that remind us of?
And you're sure you didn't actively use your abilities?
No. I called upon it a little, but only to empower myself. Gifts that should not have affected any other.
Merz, could I throw FL Psychers or Legends at this?
I think you can make legends would apply. Also, I would let you just make. Well, I
Power
don't
of
think
faith,
I'll
my
even.
boy.
I don't think I'll even ask you to make an intelligence roll because this was a pretty pivotal moment when it happened. The living dead, with radiant red and gold energy, though when you first saw them, it was flames. May have been the same here. It's an arm made of energy. It's going. It's not much different from an arm made of fire.
I was gonna say, it sounds like the Legion of the Damned almost.
Yeah. Sounds
Power
very
of
much like the
faith.
Legion of the Damned.
That's the thing, though. It's not the power of faith. The Legion are Astartes. They don't believe in God Emperor, and neither do these people. There's raw Psychana, but it's probably being used by the Reaper. hopefully.
I don't know. I feel pretty blessed right now.
I mean, yes. You know, Artemis, that we've seen something similar to that before. Are any of those crew members still alive, or have they returned to Death's Embrace after the fighting's ended?
Soon as the last warp spawn was dispelled, the light faded, and they fell where they stood.
Fascinating. Yes, I've seen something like that happen before. Though they were made of Astartes rather than mortal men. Seems the Emperor still watches out for us after all, even behind this curtain of storms.
I do not think it was the Emperor. The men that rose, I can't say for certain, because so many have died. We have yet to complete a count, but I have examined some of them and questioned those others that saw it and who knew them. So far, not one of those who rose was one who kept faith in the throne. They were all followers of the Eightfold Path.
Neither do most Astartes follow the creed, but when it comes to these things, perhaps it doesn't matter. Available flesh is available flesh. Well, I'll come and have a look at the bodies when I can, if you don't mind. Might as well make a thorough examination.
Be my guest. There is more. Well,
Oh?
just before you called, a message arrived. Sent through the warp.
Alright.
Oh.
Did you still have astropaths?
Indeed. Oh. Only one now.
What was the message?
Oh. The sons of Nox. Those who... O sons of Nox, hearken unto me. Was you wish still to bring salvation and freedom and safety unto this sector. You have not lost your way. I call you. The Grand Master begins at Draculu.
That is unfortunate. Why Draculu of all places? Does that world have some particular significance to the Nox?
No. No. Not one of which I am aware. If it does, it is old history.
Well, Merz, is that something I could make a roll about?
Not really, no.
That's something I could bully Esmeralda to make a roll about.
Again, not really, no.
Fair enough.
Right.
Well, I suppose we know where the marker will be. Thank you for sharing that, Artemis.
I had I said I meant to help you to fix this. I can hardly do that if I am keeping of the secrets.
Indeed. Suppose soon we'll find out exactly what Frank means by freedom and safety. That feeling I already know. I'll be over when I can. But first I need to put a different Inquisitor's arm back on.
Good luck.
Talk to you soon. Joe's lean back in her chair and glance around the whole band. It's a legion of the damned possessing Nox bodies to kill demons. What a world. Right,
Hope it's just that.
let's hope. I mean, I suppose it could be something else, but... what?
I mean, it's not like their bosses. I mean, he used specters and ghosts and the like over on Schendelgast, right?
Yes, but... if it was Frank, hypothetically, why would he be helping us to fight off the demons? I suppose he could just think Artemis's troops are so loyal to him.
It's not like Chaos does infighting now, is it?
Might just not want to share his prize.
I suppose. At some point, I'm sure we'll have the opportunity to ask him. For now, though, let's see how those hapless little blueskins are doing. I imagine when Juno just tries to call the township, it's just screaming.
Sounds about
At this
right.
point, it's progressed to crying more than screaming.
Oh my god.
Poor babies.
Maybe if they believed us in the first place, this wouldn't have happened.
Well, that's what they get for being Solicinos. Juno will give them some encouraging platitudes and offer to send some more troops over if they need it.
Yeah, your stormtroopers over there would definitely appreciate some backup.
Jesus.
I'll send a couple of rifle companies over. Give them some massive bodies. Secure those ships. Then yeah. Unless the Lady Sector is hurt bad enough that she needs Juno's help specifically, I guess I'll go over Mayra with the warband plus Eloa and staple his arm back on.
Question, because I'm feeling some kind of way. Did we already go past the scary part?
The first scary part, yes.
I believe
There
there's
will be
still
another.
violence to come.
Yes.
There may be. It depends. It's gone
will
from a guarantee to a maybe, so.
I will try to hold out. I made the poor choice not to do drugs today, so my body is very angry at me and is increasingly getting angrier.
And if you need to head off, then do so.
I will see. I still have some, but I will want to say something now because I feel my headache getting worse.
Luck.
Now that
Are
I sit.
you going to be bringing Rose?
Yes, I will. She is the warband, yeah.
Okay.
Give Snippy something to do.
We're
Actually,
going on a trip.
I realize now I didn't actually stat this. So DCL, you feel free to go lay down. There is not going to be a fight today because I forgot to prep the thing, even if it does go into it.
The timing. All right. I'm going to stay in the call just because I want to at least listen to what's happening. But yeah, I'm going to check out.
Okay. Well, I'm glad this turned into a maybe then instead of a guaranteed. That would have been a bit of a roadblock.
So, got so Warband plus Eloa, and of course you're seeing Casa.
Seeing I guess a little brick of Saints Guard, the usual.
Anything else?
I think that's probably fine. Leave Augie in command of the ship.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine. We're just going to go pat Mayra on the head after all.
Yeah. When has that ever gone badly?
Literally never.
Yeah. Yeah, at least so far, you are right. Uh, so, yeah. Well, as is tradition, stealing the thing that was originally going to be Narci's room and is now just the general somewhere on Meryl's ship map. And also
Does
the
it,
engineering map.
does it have all the fun surprises in it as well?
You bet.
I can see.
Oh boy, Mayor is prepared.
Yeah. I mean, he's always prepared.
So, yeah. Some of his goons will show you to where he is. And is leaning back in a chair, playing with the severed arm. So you enter, turns and grins at you.
Juno goes for the fist bump.
And hold on,
Oh.
Juno.
Oh.
Because yeah, as you see him, it's not so much good news.
Mm.
Can I say anything to
He's-
this man? I haven't seen him before.
Well, you can. So you recall the weirdness with his cursed arm, yes? You had brought under control with holy Chikantsuri. It is now that whole arm bleeding up into his body, almost to his heart, almost where his heart would be. Pitch black, pulsing in a sort of anti-light, drawing the energy of, drawing the ambient energy around into it. Some consuming void. Rose, your psychic senses detect something very, very wrong. There is a pressure in the air around him. Feels like you're staring into the eyes of something very, very old and very, very hungry. Something to which you aren't even food.
Like-
You are like the you're something it could eat, but you are so small to it. It's like looking at it looks at you the way someone would look at a single grain of rice.
I mean, it will eat the bugs eventually.
Polnareff gives Mayra a hug.
Well, Rose is
Um,
deeply disturbed by this, but still keep to herself. Because you guys clearly know what's happening
Okay.
here. You're
Good job.
the Inquisition after all.
I mean, Juno sees Mayra and like stops going into the awkward fist bump and goes, "Gah!"
Oh,
Ah!
So, question: Is Polnareff actually going in for a hug?
Please don't do this
yes.
to the man. No!
Yeah.
This is either genius or terrible. It can only be one of the two.
That is,
That is Polnareff in a nutshell. I'm aware.
yeah, that is Polnareff.
Either galaxy brain or completely smooth brain. There is no in between.
All right. Polnareff, could you roll me a I mean, for you, this will be a -40 willpower test.
Does this willpower test have a type on it?
Fear, maybe?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Oh wow. All right. Well, so there's no type. It's just immediately -40. Okay.
Actually, you are a null, so
Yeah.
only a -20.
Okay.
That's helpful.
That's actually very helpful.
Right?
Can I buy in?
No.
No,
2
that's
points
2
off.
degrees
too
of failure.
far.
You can re-roll though,
Yeah.
and you might as well.
Yeah, sure. Are you going to be even?
Yep.
Yep, there we
Okay.
go. All right. Yep.
Okay. How many fate points do you have?
4.
Okay. Please mark all of them as expended.
Oh,
Wow.
It is very hungry.
wow.
Hey, good. Look, we recharged all of Mirror's spent fate points. That's great.
Yeah.
Me getting that close was enough to like suck all my.
You touching him was.
Oh, well, I thought the willpower was me touching him.
No. As you hug him, Polnareff, you feel something very vital to you just slowly fade away.
Oh, no, my social security number.
Wait a minute.
And Juno, the pulsing black grows.
What? Oh, wow. That is.
Merz,
Good.
does Mayra still count as
hmm?
my ally? On a mechanical level?
Not for this, no.
Not for what he's doing to Polnareff. I'm talking about like a second or two later, like the next round, effectively.
No, you may not schlop his
Damn
fate
it!
points.
Fine, be that way.
I also need to make a willpower roll for it. Okay. Yes, do you know that pulsing blackness grows, pushing closer to his heart, but not encapsulating it just yet.
Polnareff back. Now everyone step back.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Not that whatever.
It hurt.
know.
But
Did I accidentally deploy a spike? I think I still have one of those installed somewhere.
Mayror,
no, my
Yes.
hurts. My not soul.
Mayror, we're friends, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'd like you to believe me when I said a while ago that I would tell you and step in if that arm situation got worse. It's really fucking worse. It's not just the arm.
It explains it.
It's the... Juno just kind of indicate the left side of her body. We need to do something imminently. When you touched Polnareff, it almost reached your heart, and I don't think you're going to survive that if it happens. At least not intact. I know you like your shadow sword, but it might really be time for that to go.
Maybe. It might. It's definitely something to take under consideration. And you can roll scrutiny on him, Juno.
Sure.
It's... For whatever reason, it was really quite difficult for him to even agree that much.
Mayor, I know you fought back at me the last time we tried to exercise that thing. At the time, I thought you were just being a little greedy boy and let it go. I'm not sure that's just you talking now. Look, let us get the bindings back, and we can go from there, alright?
Well, it is... And you can see he is grinding his teeth slightly.
Is there anything I can do to help him at this stage? Either throw charm at him or give him, like, some fearlessness. Give him some holy goop.
I mean, Holy Goop helped last time.
Oh,
This is like a mind-affecting psychic power, but not a psychic power. That's... So it's... So I'm afraid any sort of normal charm isn't really going to gut it.
there really aren't any miracles that just, like, give you bonus versus psychic. I could do damage to the thing. I don't think that would help, but I could.
I'm not an expert and all, but I feel like you should not aggravate it in this specific environment.
Yeah, okay.
This is probably gonna be much fucking deadlier than when you put a demon host in one of the warband members.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe
You might need
maybe-
to bring your Titan for this one, is all I'm saying. Sorry, your knight.
Oh, I think I know how to fix Narcy. We just have Narcy get hugged by Mayor.
Oh, that'll fix a lot of things permanently.
You know, it's not a bad idea, actually.
I'm pretty sure he'll eat the demon first. I think this thing eats demons.
I'll have you know there is no first. They're quite interlinked. Within cells interlinked.
Cells interlinked. Cells interlinked. Yeah, this is
Cells
out. This is out of
interlinked.
character. I assume.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I
Yes.
don't know. Gene might have said something like that, but I don't know if that get him killed.
Probably. So you should.
It would be an interesting way to drop the Nazi bomb to Mayor.
You know what? Yes.
Oh God, no! Why? As soon as Gene says Narcia, just goes like, "Shh."
Shh.
Yes, she's not with you. Is she all right?
No, she's indisposed for a bit.
Yeah. Well, what are you doing over here then? You should be
It's okay.
fixing her up.
I'm going to get on that as soon as I can. You are, in this case, somewhat more urgent.
Going to make a mayoral scrutiny roll.
Sure.
I mean, is it really the weirdest thing? Have you seen how many times Narcy died in the past month alone? She's probably just got her heart ripped out again. Or her head blown off, or her chest caved in.
So, you're normally quite forthcoming about these things. And,
Unless
you
it was
know,
a-
Narcy being Narcy, if she was just hurt, you'd probably, No, that was just another version of you that was on the map from last time it was used.
So,
Uh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
um,
I just typed in there's only another Polnareff to Cinder Syringe. I think
we're
Juno.
not doing that arc again so quickly after last time. Yeah, and you know, she gets hurt plenty. You just say if it was that. What's happened?
Juno's just like clasp her hands in front of her face, do the little concerned pose for a second. So, you know the demon that was eating the entire fleet and making copies of us and dropping them on us like hammers?
Yes, it was quite troubling.
It was until it stopped existing at all outside of the fleet and outside of Narcy's body.
Wow. That that's a line I have never crossed, you know.
Oh, you little bitch.
Listen,
Is
if
he
it had
jealous?
been
I bet
any
he's
other
jealous.
situation, I would have found some way, but it was about to destroy the Lady Sector's ship. I couldn't risk it. So,
It's why I'm not just sentencing you to death instantly. Because that I mean, fuck, I had no idea how to fix that, so it,
I
so
practically
it
begged
worked,
everybody
but
around, and no one could come up with a
fuck.
workable solution. So we went with the elf plan. And I feel incredibly bad about it, but also I've already lost a quarter of my crew just fighting normal demons. Options are a bit limited. I will fix her as soon as I can. We did it to Jal, we can do it to Narcy.
And Jal is a wreck of her former self.
So was Narcy to begin with.
Oof.
You know, that is a very fair and valid point. She needed retirement and an eternity of professional counseling beforehand. This just, I mean, she can't go from already needing it to double needing it.
Exactly. That's why I picked her over anybody else. But
So-
yeah, I do feel terrible and I'm going to go flat myself senseless later, but for now, more immediate.
So did she get any fun things? You know, read a book once.
Yeah, she's a mecha organ now with wings. I didn't know that would happen. Jal was fine.
Yeah, sometimes demon conceals itself. Sometimes it
Sometimes it wants
plays
to
with
have
its
a
host for
nest of snakes on its head, I guess.
yeah, better than the fellow in the book in the grimoire. At least going by the illustrations, his hands and feet were turned into fish.
That sounds uncomfortable.
Yes. So sounds like it would be very difficult to accomplish anything.
So that might be
I mean-
preferable when we have to fight the thing eventually again, but whatever.
The fish did spew acidic fire, but so fighting it was not exactly great. At least I think it was acidic fire. It was definitely fire, and it was coloured in bright green. That's a universal colour for acid, you know.
Well, it could have just been plasma. That's green and blue. Which demons really don't like being shot many times with overcharged plasma guns. So it's a good thing to
Most
find out.
things don't.
Anyway, though, enough beating around the bush. I know you like changing topics on me, but no, this time I really do need to help you. Come on, grumpy old man.
It's helping me. I mean, do you actually have any idea how?
Yes, we almost succeeded the last time.
It was much weaker, and we still failed.
We didn't fail. Mayor was a bitch and decided to try and retain it. Because he's a radical boy. Listen, we got close last time. And I'm much stronger now than I was.
Not just you. Really?
I'm sure, but I have to try, Mayror. I don't think even just cutting the arm off would do it at this point. It's attached to you, not just your true flesh.
Yes.
Just enough people. I'm not losing you. So, come on.
Make a willpower test for him. It's very clear that it is, that it takes effort for him, but he does stand and go with you.
Excellent. I know this is uncomfortable, even if you can't tell yourself, but in order to get through this, I promise you. Guess the place to go would be the cathedral again. That seems to be a generally nice place for things to happen.
Oh.
I will, Jock's tired. I will ask, the Reclusiarch if he would like to come help with a spy project.
He's a bit busy, performing funerary rites for the dead Marines. So
Can I roll charm?
so yeah, you'll need to convince him that this is suitably important.
Let's see. That's just it. Hughes, get your ass over here.
Yeah. Bodies aren't going anywhere.
Everything is darkness. Ah.
You should be able to see from.
Can't see shit,
Wait,
Captain.
what? Huh. I guess I never.
There we go. Would the Palatine be able to help with this? Does she know anything about wiggly wobbly magic bullshit?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess one Sororitas is as good as any other for this purpose, so here I am. Okay. Let's try and get this back under control. Juno will secure her nice super duper warded armor on, and as she does so, fix the helmet for a moment and sub-vox to her guards and Hughes to be ready for this to go badly, just in case. Which I mean, overwatched, please, thank you. And then
Yeah. Should probably get people in
I guess
position.
Mayra should probably be on the altar. That seems like the way to do things. Right. Wobbly. Cassa, do you have... I mean, Cassa has Forbidden More Warp. She can probably help. This is...
Well, you know who else can help?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm bringing you along to help. Don't you doubt it. Alright. Let's tap Cassa, sit back and set Overwatch, I guess. Have Amelie be nearby for sorting within half move range, whatever that is. Yeah, put Ceiko in the back.
Down here, since she has the jump pack.
Yeah. And then, yeah, that's probably fine. I think Eloa has, no, hers just gives you immunity to fear, not like psychic shit, and this isn't fear. Although I think she has something that gives you a bonus to willpower tests just blanketly with her Mechanicus stuff. That's probably helpful.
Let's see.
Her incantations of the Omnissiah.
Yeah. Just got to actually
Cantriples,
find
rather.
them.
Let's see.
I mean, the Iron Soul gives a +10 to willpower as a whole.
Yeah, that's what I want. Whip that shit out. When willpower doesn't need to be made. Polnareff, what's the radius on your null bullshit? Should probably be within said radius of Mayror. And preferably not Juno, so go stand over here. somewhere. Bob.
Willpower bonus meters. So
Oh, do I need to be?
Yeah, I'd
do I
like you
need
to be
closer?
like, somewhere over here within willpower bonus meters of Mayor, but not Juno, preferably.
Why can't I?
Or
Oh, there it
actually,
is.
I mean, I guess it. Yeah, no, you be over here.
So,
I feel like being close to the exit would be a good idea.
You probably are going to be needed to help with the actual rituals.
I mean,
Get up here. Listen, the Saints Guard and Amelie have Bodyguard. You'll be fine.
well, Amelie did help me last time I was about to be chunked, so you know what?
Yeah.
Can I have my dragon with me?
Unfortunately not. He's busy.
It's
presumably.
fine. That's okay. It's just scope hard enough. I'll delude myself into believing he's there for me when I need him the most.
That's what Juno does.
Ooh.
All right. So, I guess it was Forbidden War Creed last time to get this started.
yep.
All right. So, Big 10 for the librarian. That's nice. Rose, do you have Forbidden Lore Creed by any chance?
No.
Does Hughes?
I have some Forbidden Lore Warp. Some Psyker, but that's about it.
I mean, he does not have Creed either.
Do they have anything relevant to help with?
He has Warp.
I mean, if Warp can be used to assist, that's fantastic.
No, it can't. This is nothing to do with the Warp.
Okay, then. Well, I'll snag another plus 10 from Eloa because she has all the Forbidden Lores forever. And that's nice.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, do I have any bonus from the Cathedral itself? I think last time you let me add a bonus for having Purity Seals. Stick those on Mayra.
Yeah. And yeah, I think I'll let you have a cathedral plus 20.
Sweet. Okay. Boop. Respectable.
All right. And if I remember rightly, I gave you I then had you do a willpower test with +5 from each. So yeah, you're going to have +40 from your Imperial Creed. Eloa can, Iron Soul you, so you'll have +10 from that. I think, yeah, you can essentially assist with this.
Excellent.
And
Chaplain's gonna chaplain.
think about any other positives, and now I need to think about negatives.
Okay. Let's.
So
Does this thing count as demonic?
no.
Unfortunate. In every
Yeah,
way.
that's why most of my sancting shit wouldn't work on it. We established early on this is not just a warp entity.
Yeah. Some
Drustel's my
Satan
genius.
shard or some shit.
So Meryl's current state is going to put a minus 40, and then
Oof.
its actual innate stuff would be a minus 40. You do have Polnareff there, so that's reduced to a minus 20.
Alright.
Yeah, that's
Before
so
this roll, could I do like Juno puppy dog bedside manner to try and ease Mayor's mental state to reduce that negative from him?
no,
Unfortunate.
no. This is not something that he can in any way control.
If I activate an ability that just makes him fearless, would that help?
No.
Okay, unfortunate. Alright, I don't think I have anything else to add to that, so I will spend a fate point for strengthen the creed, because why would I ever not? Let me just roll this to make sure I don't have okay. Neat. Alright, here we go.
Well, went off the fucking screen slightly, but I can see
65
degrees
versus
of success.
85, so it's 3 DOS technically.
Yeah.
I'll just shorten that to 25 for next time.
And now let's see. If I remember rightly, you had decided it was a good idea to not feed it your blood.
Yes. That has been our decision thus far, and given what just happened to Polnareff, I feel like that's continues to be the correct decision.
All right.
Just getting slapped with unguents of warding.
You exert your faith, your will upon it. And seems at first that it is just absorbing your power. It does gradually begin to recede, easing away from Meryl's heart. For a moment, he is at a gasp. Oh, that's... This is unusual. I'm not supposed to be able to feel pain.
Your body's not feeling that, Mayor. It's very soul. This thing is like a leech
Seriously.
sucking on it.
He still has a soul left. That's impressive.
Mayor is an impressive man. Come, we're not quite done yet, I don't think. Just grin and bear it for him, would you? Alright. Can I make the roll again? Get banished. Aw, yeah. Numbies. To actually mark off a fate point. Do that.
Push it down, and now it turns once more just to its lower arm. No longer does it pulse with darkness. You cannot force it out. That will be on the Mayor to do, but you have rendered it once more inert. No longer able to influence him and no longer able to try to make him stop you.
Mayor, I know you like that sword, and I don't blame you. But there will come a time when I'm not just sitting around on the next ship over. When this happens again. And it will do worse than kill you. I've done all I can in this moment to suppress the thing, but it must be you who chooses to release it. For your own sake. And for the sake of the rest of the sector, for whom a elder god-possessed Inquisitor would be very bad news. Please, tell this thing to go packing.
Yes. Yes, I think rather it's time.
Give him a command and try and help him out. Numbies.
Alright, so negative E. Well, actually, it's got as Polnareff, so
There's
negative was cancelled anyway. So
Polnareff, Juno, and Eloa.
this will be very hard for him to fail.
Whew.
How he closes his eyes. See. Deep breath. And then grits his teeth. And you can see slowly, gradually, darkness blow from his fingertips, coalescing into a blade, and then it falls away. Connection to him is severed. Juno, his soul is not looking good. There is some permanent harm to him. But the Mediguerre is gone now, at least from him. Sits on the altar beside him, a small black knife, looking very innocuous.
Juno is going to momentarily draw her own knife. How similar these things look.
They are very much the same design, but your knife is a knife that, even it is in the shape of a knife, it is just pitch black. Even now, without a host and inert, it absorbs any light that lands on it.
Take a step up, just put a hand on Mayor's shoulder. I'm proud of you. Well done.
Yes. That was quite troubling. Recommendation, Juno. Don't get mind controlled. And if you do, have it be by someone who has the decency to not let you be aware of it.
I
Oof.
will endeavor. How long have you been under that thing's influence, do you think?
It started. It was the demons, really, that
Alright.
tipped it over the edge. It. Which one I cut down, it got a bit stronger, a bit more insistent, and then suddenly I wasn't really operating my body anymore.
Oh, I'm just glad it hasn't been this last year or so.
I think if we hadn't put it under control before,
Would have
it
been.
would have done.
Yes.
Yes. So,
Do with it.
well, if anyone touches it, it's going to get in them. So, I recommend we find some isolated asteroid, put this temple on it, and then seal it up. And we buy you a replacement at the next Port World.
My auto temple! Yeah, that makes sense. What do we shoot it
We
into
also
the
scribble
sun?
some warnings. It might eat the sun.
I mean,
I'm, of course, no expert.
That's a horrifying thought. Good God.
how do you deploy an auto temple into a sun, though? It's sort of.
Well,
I'm not particularly familiar with the operation of them.
it doesn't.
I figured asteroid because that's close enough to
Well, see, it's
to a
just
planet.
momentum. You don't lose it in space, so you just release the tempo while the ship's moving and it'll just keep going. Could put a retro booster on to speed it up. It does have little engines.
Hmm.
Although now Rose has put that thought in my head, and that's eminently terrifying.
Yes, I mean, oh, you know what you should do?
Hmm.
Your little elf friend. And this is what she was. I mean,
You make a good
she
point.
might have some idea. She did go bothering Savior just because of this, after all.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, that was before it turned into a knife. It was something entirely different then.
Just gonna slowly reach up to her comm beat and tap a Shadra's channel. Shadra, are you there?
Indeed, Juno. I confess I'm making little progress with Narcia. May I aid you in some matter?
I think this might be more me aiding you. We have made some progress up here. Do you remember the whole savior business? The all-consuming shadow is sitting here in my temple. It's a knife now. I got it out of Mayror.
Oh. For a moment, you had me concerned. If it was there in a free form, then I would simply have had to wish you luck in a swift death. But if it is still constrained in the bounds of a weapon, that is good. That is good.
So what do we do with it?
We have not the means to destroy it. Only once before has its ilk been slain, and the weapons to do it with were terrible beyond imagining, and those that wielded them more terrible yet.
So we shouldn't just throw it into the sun, then?
No, no, not a star. Then it shall apotheosize in full.
I hate it when I'm right.
Okay, good.
Though it... Though it would not be our problem when it did. I would not... I would not wish a reborn gear upon the cosmos. I refuse to be responsible for that, no matter how long it sleeps.
Agreed. So, put it on an asteroid and boot it into interstellar space?
It is much as my people tried in the past, imprisoning it upon Savior. An asteroid is perhaps better, but then there are no means by which it can be kept under the guard.
I mean, who's going to
The
find
choice
anything in
is yours.
interstellar space? It's unlikely. What if I stab it with this anathame?
A ritual blade. Chaos. It... I know not. It would not slay it, but it may enable it to be brought further under control, that it might be safely handled and sealed up. Or it might devour the anathema.
What would happen if that were to occur?
I know not.
Hmm.
Oh, that blade is bound to your soul.
Ah, yes, and here I was just thinking, I see no downsides to this. That is a good point, though.
It might break the binding and free you. It might lock you in a contest with the unborn gear. It might... It is something that has never been done. I can but begin to speculate. It would be a risk, but the choice is yours. You have proven now in freeing Mero from it that your will is strong. If it does challenge you, I have little doubt that you will be able to overcome it in time.
Well,
Let me make a intro for a Shadra. I think this is important enough that I'll spend fate. Oh, she doesn't think of the thing.
all right. Fair enough. Let's see. We have a bunch of people with FL Warp here. Is that helpful in any way?
Sure. You want to get the big brains together, and they can. So, what would you like to know?
I guess, is there any way to get rid of this thing safely if we can't destroy it? Other than just hiding it somewhere?
The answer is simply no.
All right. Follow-up question. Is there any way we can prepare Juno for a potential contest of wills against this thing?
Yeah. Well, just do all of the preparations you did, just again, basically.
Okay.
Eloa is smart. That's good. However, Eloa will point out a concern there. Juno's is not the only soul bound to that knife.
Oh.
While you might prepare Juno, there's not much preparing that you guys can do for Frank.
I mean, if Frank's soul
And
gets
if-
sucked into the fucking knife, oh well.
I mean, yeah, it's just
Might escape with his power.
Mayor was cutting through a lot of lesser demons, and that fucking energized it. A demon prince that may it may be enough by itself to just wake it up, but it's impossible to say for certain. There's not really any way of any realistic way of measuring how much it takes to feed this thing to wake it up.
You know what, Merz?
So
I have to correct you on a point. You're wrong. There is something we can do for Frank. I could call him and let him know what we're gonna do.
Hey, Frank, you bitch. Check this out.
Frank, I need you to clench real hard. This is gonna hurt.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna do
Um,
I think Juno's gonna like hold her knife for a few moments and look down at this shadow knife, look at her knife, and look down a little more at her stomach and be like, oh wait, hold on a second, this is retarded. If my soul was the only one in balance, yes, I would like to very much be rid of this connection, but maybe later. For now, let's just put it somewhere. I'll have augur teams start looking for somewhere suitable nearby. Maybe we can find a nice dead world. Actually, that's probably a brilliant idea. Maybe our navigators are okay, right?
yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
It takes some persuading to have that not just start sucking up the navigators and all of the psychers on board.
Yes, that would have been unfortunate.
But it was amenable to the logic of we fucking need them to travel.
Yes, well, I'm glad. Wait, define persuade. You use logic on it. Does it talk?
No, but when it was in charge, I mean, I was conscious. I was somewhat able to exert myself, and it was easier to do when it was things that were either beneficial or in line with what it already wanted.
Fair enough.
Not so much talking and to it and actively persuading as just if I tried to do something logical and helpful, then it was more likely to actually let me.
Interesting. Alright, well, regardless. Juno will just sort of waggle the tip of her knife at the shadow knife. Be less of an asshole in the future. Then this won't happen to you. Juno's gonna just take out, like, some salt, make a circle around the knife. Say, alright, everyone clear out of here. We're going to go lock this cathedral down, I suppose. Can't really touch the thing.
Wise.
Thank you for your help, everyone. Hughes, especially. Juno going for the hug. Right, actually, hold on. We do have that problem in the cargo hold. Still.
Yeah, I was wondering when we were gonna get to that.
Yes, we can't really let that fester. On the other hand, you can
I'd like
probably
to
wait
pull-
until the Grand Master's feeling better.
I would like to point out that using the airlock would no longer be an effective strategy for that problem.
No, it wouldn't. Stepping on it with the knight still would, though, which is why it's still down in that particular cargo hold.
I feel there is that I am missing critical information.
Oh shit. So Narcia is a demon host now. She sucked up that fiend that was trying to duplicate the fleet on top of itself. We need to go get that banished for realsies now.
Yeah, make scrutiny roll for him.
I mean, it's the truth.
It is, but it's also not the whole truth.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah. A tragedy. I wondered what it caused. Actually, no, I wouldn't say that. A tragedy. We are fortunate that we have been fortunate that few were possessed. But it is most dreadful that Narcia is one of them. She is brave, strong, and clever. A worthy servant for our grandfather.
These are the nicest things that anyone has said about Narcia in a very long time.
I
Those are all true.
hope truly that you are able to restore her to herself.
As am I. Okay. Oh, we did it to Jal. This might go the same way if we're lucky. At least this time the knight's already there. But, yes, well... I hate letting her fester, but I think we ought to take a day to catch our breath before we try banishing a powerful demon like that. Certainly know I've been up since 3 in the morning and I'm completely exhausted.
Indeed. It shall be a dread struggle. And you will need the fullness of your strength.
Indeed. So, do let me know how Jacques does, by the way. I am deeply worried about him.
He is strong, and he is wise. Oh, while our grandfather's light might be shrouded from us, it still burns, it still shines on Holy Terra, and as long as it does, the Grandmaster shall stand.
That is good to hear. Well then, let us give this accursed artifact some space, or it gets vented into space.
Such a little thing, and yet to be so dangerous.
Yes.
Hugh shakes his head and yeah.
Juno's gonna like hold back a little bit just to make sure everyone leaves without touching the thing. No touching the poop, anybody. Although it would be kind of funny if Polnareff did. Because he has no soul. So what would this thing even eat? but I don't want to find out.
His body.
So
He's very hungry. He'll eat literally anything.
What?
He will even eat Chinese food.
and
Chinese from mainland China.
I mean, how much sewer grease is it cooked in?
Yes.
I am scared. Wait, no, you're not. No,
No touching the poop.
that doesn't.
It would be quite interesting.
Well, we can find that out in like 100 million years when this asteroid wanders into the next solar system.
I don't. Mm, mm.
Yes?
Gotta. Mm, mm.
Do not
So we're
touch
going
the
with
poop.
just. No, it's just suddenly you're like, oh, eventually it might hit something. Sort of scares me because there's there's things that just like randomly pop in and like just imagine a what's it called, fucking uh
I wish we could just give it to some Necrons.
hey, I'm sure they would
Or give it to a hive fleet. Let them deal with it.
You know, actually, that's a
that
brilliant idea.
agree.
We know there's one going to Lucius right now. We pack this up. We just put some duct tape around all the doors in the cathedral. And we put it in a mass conveyor and we send it to Lucius and tell him to just yeet us into the hive mind and see what happens for science.
Hey, you know what? I love this idea. That is way better than trying to send it for a what is it? Fucking the Space Hulk. For a Space Hulk. As soon as we release it, a Space Hulk will pop up,
So,
grab it, and then it's like, yeah.
you know,
Just
that's not.
immediately.
It's probably not
Just
wrong,
right.
but also think of all the cool shit we get out of a Space Hulk.
Ah.
No. It'll only happen once it's out of your sight.
Yeah, but literally the moment like it's outside of Auspex range, some warp entities just be like, "Bippity boppity, your knife's my property."
We meet again literally 10 minutes later. Like, God damn it.
Yeah, all right. I'm entirely on board Operation Yeet It at the Hive Mind.
It was a terrible idea. Why would you ever agree to that?
Look, what could the Hive Mind do to this, and what could it do to the Hive Mind? God will never
Get
know.
buffed and eat even more.
I mean, it's not going to eat any more than it already has.
Yeah, they're already endless and ravenous hunger.
Exactly.
Stuck on top of endless and ravenous hunger.
Yeah.
I can't see
It
that
might
going
just turn into a
badly in
black
any
hole
way,
and
shape, or
consume
form.
itself.
Yeah, they might start eating each other, actually.
Yeah.
So
It's
the
a terrible
problem
idea.
with that
Terrible idea. Terrible
is
idea.
the warp is horrifically tumultuous, and you do not have sufficient warp beacons or Jacques juice to enable something to navigate from here to Lucius.
I mean, look, if the thing gets lost in the warp on the way, oh well, what's a warp entity gonna do to this? It's a fucking Satan shard. They hate the warp. It's a null void. I should just give this thing to Frank and let him deal with it.
Just what am I gonna do with this?
Here you go, buddy. This is your problem now.
You always get me such nice gifts,
Yeah,
Juno.
look, he gave me a knife. I got him a knife. Now we're even more married.
Yes.
Dude, just for that, I'm gonna start comedically kidnapping every support character that you're planning to fuck.
That's a lot of support characters. That's
Starting with Augie.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's literally one and only one.
Right. Well, I think gonna call it there.
Makes sense.
Good job. You managed to you did in fact manage to not get into a fight with it.
That is good.
It was a near-run thing at points.
It's a good thing, but once again the power of Sun Puppy prevails. So can we just get max XP for surviving the Great Rift? Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face.
I think so,
Oh,
yeah.
sweet.
Yes, I do like max XP.
Have 500.
Sweet.
Why can't I hold all this XP?
What do you think would be more useful? Maxing Psyniscience or getting max Forbidden Lord Demonology?
Forbidden Lord Demonology.
Yeah, that.
that. But it looks like I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna put more points in that psychic.
Yeah, get
Psi power.
become
resistance.
even more
Yeah.
null. How many points does a Shadra have in Forbidden Lord Demonology? He has a big throbby brain.
She has it at +20. So 3 out of the 4 possible dots.
Well, I'm 100 XP off from being able to get better than her, and her intelligence is only 2 points lower than mine, so... For right now, not super important. I guess I'll just hold on for now. Who knows, we might find something to do for a whole session other than getting Narcia out of Satan's asshole. If you're watching on the
You've got,
stream or YouTube, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you presumably tomorrow for Savin Day. Hopefully Scow's back in the UK and can actually play. Till then, adios, and do take care.
Bye stream, bye YouTube.